Hey there, homeowners. Thinking about cashing out in this steamy hot seller's market? Well, you may find this surprising, but low inventory and high demand do not automatically guarantee multiple offers and a sky-high sale price. Even in today's seller's market, getting from listing to offer to contract to closing can be daunting. I'm Susan Cassidy with Coldwell Banker, and I'm going to share some key insights for harnessing the power of this unique market. So let's dive in. Low inventory is the talk of the town, sparking competitive bidding wars across the state and many parts of the country. And yet, have you noticed that we are also seeing more listings coming off the market without a successful sale? It's a bit baffling, isn't it? If you want to successfully navigate this particular market, it's going to take a pinch of this and a dash of that to create the secret sauce: perceived value. Now, value is simple to understand, right? It's a balance of all of the costs and benefits associated with a product, including price, quality, and what the product can do for the buyer. And buyers have always, and probably always will be, responding to value. But in today's environment of rising home values and interest rates, creating perceived value is paramount for a successful transaction. So how do we do it? It's actually simple. It's the 2 P's. First is property preparation. Preparing your home for sale can include many things. Your agent can help you create a punch list. Simple things like emptying closets and other storage areas and decluttering your living spaces. Or maybe slightly more involved projects like minor repairs, painting, landscaping, or power washing. Now, occasionally there could be major repairs or upgrades, but that is not all that common. What's important to understand is that we need to take the time at the beginning of the process to really shine the apple, so to speak. The second P is pricing strategy. Homes priced competitively drive interest. Interest drives showings, and showings drive offers. The only way to drive a sale price up is to create as much excitement as possible around value. That results in a quicker sale at a superior price with compelling terms. But finding that sweet spot, however, is more art than science, requiring a thorough understanding of local market and buyer trends. So having established value and having communicated it to the buyer pool through marketing, we hopefully get solid offers. Once we do, we have to select the offer that seems the most likely to make it across the finish line. Now, this is where I tell you that, believe it or not, the highest offer isn't necessarily the best offer. Often it is, but there are instances in which the terms of an offer might meet your needs as a seller and potentially make up for a lower sale price. Not to mention, you will probably have to take appraisal into consideration. Remember, an extravagantly high sales price can be very exciting, but make sure it can close at that number. This is another discussion you should be having with your agent. When you start reviewing offers, it's vital to engage with buyers who are serious and capable. Review the financial aspects of each offer closely. Is it cash or mortgage? If there is financing, how much down payment? And they should absolutely have a solid pre-approval from a lender your agent recognizes. Now, in addition to financial details, there are other terms to consider when reviewing offers, such as closing date and inspections, maybe what's included or excluded from the sale. Now, what I say next is really important. Keep in mind that while buyers today are willing to pay top dollar, there is a catch: rising interest rates. This affects their purchasing power, which means that while they're eager, they're also cautious. As a seller, acknowledge this shift. So while we're seeing more competitive offers, buyers aren't tossing caution to the wind. They still expect homes to meet basic health, safety, and mechanical standards. Gone are the days of waiving inspections right and left. Instead, buyers want assurances that major systems are in working order and any significant defects need to be addressed. Remember, they're already paying top dollar for the property. They're also paying high interest rates. So they do not have the ability nor the stomach to take on expensive repairs as well. This is something we must keep in mind when we're trying to get an offer successfully to closing. Honestly, it's not a bad idea to be prepared for some difficult news from the inspection. Build that into your expectations, because unless you're a builder selling brand new construction, you are selling a used product and there will likely be some issues. If you manage your own expectations emotionally and financially, you'll be in a much better place to negotiate and keep your transaction on track. So what happens when a buyer's inspection does turn up issues? First, don't panic. This is where negotiation skills shine. You must decide, do you adjust the price, offer credits, or take on the repairs, or none of the above? Each option has implications for your timeline and bottom line. If you were lucky enough to have had multiple offers, you will have a bit of leverage on your side. But keep in mind that if it comes up in one inspection, it will come up in the next. And now you have a material fact that must be disclosed to all future buyers. Once you get through the inspection, the only possible hurdle left is that appraisal. But if you chose your offer wisely, you have already taken this into consideration and things should be smooth sailing. In today's market, selling your home is about creating and communicating value and negotiating from a position of strength with reasonable expectations. Preparing and pricing your home attractively, considering the impact of interest rates, and meeting buyer expectations regarding home condition can make the difference between a good and a great transaction. It can also take the uncertainty out of the transaction and get you to closing. With the right approach, you'll navigate this seller's market like a pro. And there you have it, a roadmap for selling in today's dynamic real estate landscape. If you want to dig in deeper or you require some personalized guidance, let's connect. I'm happy to answer your questions. I hope you really enjoyed this. I enjoyed talking to you about it. Have a great day.